As of January 2025, the ForcePlate dashboard now has the ability to create templated views to allow for quicker reporting lines. To create a new dashboard, click the plus button. You'll be prompted to select two metrics to populate on the bar and line chart that is shown in the dashboard. Select the drop-down bar here and select two metrics that you'd like to show on that chart. You'll now have the opportunity to select your own custom KPIs to populate the 5 bottom cards below the bar and line chart. If you leave it selected at default, it will be the default 5 that previously populated before this update. If you select custom, it will open up this area below to select and deselect different metrics. You can do so by clicking the checkbox or the X's to the right in the selected metrics area. Select 5 that you'd like to view on those cards. Once you've selected 5, you'll notice the inability to select more metrics. And if you'd like to swap any out, again, just use that system of selection or deselection. Once you have this set to the configuration that you like, hit Load Dashboard. You'll need to select a group. You'll also need to select a date and time in which they should have ForcePlate information. Since this is the demo account, I will select a time frame in which we have information populated. That will then populate the graph for you. You'll notice that the key metrics down below are reflective of the 5 that we chose. You'll still have the ability to review or dismiss any of the athletes that are showing flagged values. If we go to group analysis, the 5 KPIs that we selected to populate the card show up here. You still have the ability to add metrics along the right that you'd like to review as well. You'll notice that this has gone from 5 to 7. Anything highlighted green is 1 standard deviation above. Anything highlighted red is 1 standard deviation below that person's average for that particular metric. You can download this table at the top right there. You can select an individual athlete in this view. And again, you can switch the groups as well. If you'd like to save this dashboard, the vertical dots at the bottom right, hit Save Dashboard, title this, add a description. You can set access for any group. If you select all groups for access, you have the ability to select every group from your account to populate information with these metrics that you've created. If you do select groups, you can then customize the groups that this would be available for. If you're selecting, let's say, a group of metrics that you only want to view for baseball, it might be a good idea to use the select groups, select the baseball group, and that, in this case, the KPIs and metrics that you've set in this template will only and always populate for the baseball group every time. If you choose a private dashboard, this will lock the access to the account that has created it. So if you create this under your own personal coach's account and you would like to just review this before it gets sent out, you can set this to private, and that will restrict access to only your account to view this particular dashboard with these particular groups and KPIs. For this demonstration, I'm going to select all groups. I'm going to hit Submit. You get the confirmation that the dashboard has been created. From there, we can share this. This will create a view-only link. What you can do is retitle it, select the dates in which information will populate for. So in this case, we've selected February 1st to February 17th. We know that information in this account should populate during this time. The group that will appear first will be the all group, but you can also designate a different group to appear. You can edit the description as well before it's sent off. Everything looks good, hit Create Link. You can click the link itself. It'll notify you that it's been copied to your desktop. If I open up a window to view, you'll see here that that view is populated. In this view, they will not be able to select a different group. They can select an athlete to review against the group average. They can't select filtered metrics upon entry of this view only dashboard. They cannot change the date. They can choose group analysis and view it. Anything that you've added to that dashboard before sending that will populate in the table itself. So beyond just the 5 performance KPIs that you've selected for the cards below, anything in addition before you send it will be added as well. So in this case, MRSI and stiffness. To edit a dashboard, you can go to the templated area and select the 3 vertical dots on the card itself. You can view, which will generate the view itself. You can edit, which will edit the description and the title. You can also edit the group access from here as well. You can share it from this point, which will generate that share link we just showed. You can duplicate this to duplicate everything about this particular dashboard. You can click About to see what metrics will be showcased, both the chart and the KPIs. And then you can delete this in its entirety as well. These are the new changes to the ForcePlate dashboard.